Hello everyone, this is me Rahul SMMA. Today I'm gonna be extending the second part of from data to deals that AI powered prospecting system which I have been working on for a while, and I'm gonna show you the probabilities and possibilities of that system and even like some case studies and the people who have approached me for the system and got it installed. So yeah, let's begin. I'm gonna get to the Google Sheet and I can start explaining it. See you there. Hello everyone. So yeah, just let's welcome all everyone to the sheet to the document and let's begin. So basically, as you can see, I am just trying to show like the practicality of the AI SDR system, like the data outbound prospecting system which I have been talking about. So this is the extended and the second part of that video with the system walkthrough and everything. In the last part I showed like how the system does prospecting. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can use those prospecting data to build out SDRs or stuff like that, which can outreach in emails, calls, AI voice agents, and SMS. So basically, yeah, I'm just gonna show you the overview, and as you can see in the sheet, like it's just an overview of the system, like the lead collection, contextual enrichment, using their LinkedIn websites, company websites, and everything. Then AI generated, like we are gonna use AI to generate like as a prospecting thing. I'm gonna show you the system. It's the tab is open. I'm just gonna go there after this explanation. So yeah, just like the AI generated um, prospecting, follow up messages, and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, like the over here, as you can see, we are using the tech stack which we are currently using: Apify, scrapers, LinkedIn, Google, company websites, and everything. Apollo database, like you can use any database, whatever you want, like and everything. So yeah, basically like it's like it can be a multi-channel, single channel, double channel, whatever, how many channels you want. Yeah, these are just some examples of the AI, SMS, and everything. And you can even build out workflows or systems suppose like you can see over here, like this. First you can send out the sequence of email, then a call, then an SMS, whatever the norms are of your industry. Like I can't tell about every industry because every industry has different norms. Maybe like in some industries people prefer phone, some industry emails, some industries one-on-one approach, direct approach. So it totally depends what industry you are in. I know like the people who are watching this are the expert of their own industry and they know better than me, so I'm not someone who to tell them. Like I'm just giving you the system. So yeah, like basically how the manual research part is changing, handwritten templates and all of that kind of stuff. Like there is like basically like what a traditional SDR and an ASDR can do, like how the shift is, the paradigm shift. So like there is a manual research, a lot of time involved. Like over here you don't spend any time in this process, which saves a lot of hours. Like this can already be like taking 40 to 50% time of your sales team, which can be all automated or given out to LLM models and AI. And handwritten templates, like they are trying to write, it can be GTP personalized per scale, per volume. So volume even matters a lot. Cold calling manually, AI which can call multiple people in one agent. Suppose I'm giving you an example. So if there is one SDR, okay, he can only call one person at a time. Like he can only be in one call, but an AI SDR can be in multiple calls at a time because it's AI, it's machine. So you have to take that in mind too. Like there is limited hours. Like yeah, there are shifts and everything. It's available 24 into 7. Costly team building, but one system, 100 of daily touch. So I'm not saying like it will fully replace SDRs as in general, but like suppose you are running an enterprise level company, or you have a company where you have 10 SDRs, 20 SDRs. What you can do is like you can keep 4 5 high level SDRs and those and all the other person can be replaced with juniors and like low level SDRs with AI systems. So yeah, let's get into the system. I'm gonna talking very deep about the system in an extensive way, so basically everyone understands, my audience understands. So yeah, basically let's go to the system. So basically this is like a sheet which I've been using for for my clients and all of that kind of stuff. Like this is the data I'm gonna show you. Like I was trying to extract data, this is not the full one. This is just the test one, because I'm just, you can see I've penned out a lot of data over here because I don't want to waste my API cost. Like if I'm doing it it's not the proper system. So over here you can see like I've got some 500 items, which is like I'm just testing it out for the company which I'm delivering it to. So you can see over here I've been using sheets, filters and everything. So that sheet is basically the Apollo call out data which I'm getting it from here, and basically putting it out in this sheet, and from this sheet the data gets. So I'm going to explain in detail everything about this, basically from this sheet what we are doing and how we are getting data. Basically usually we get this data, like this kind of data from Apollo. We have been using Apollo scrapers. In this video, in this tab, you can see we have been getting a Apollo scraper which gets out data. You can use anything, like if you don't like Apollo you can use LinkedIn Sales Navigator or anything, like whatever you prefer. But in LinkedIn Sales Navigator there's a downfall, you can't get their numbers. So it depends totally. It's like if you want email system, only email, LinkedIn is good. If you want calling system, then you have to get relied on a database, which Apollo, I'm like quite delighted with Apollo, so I've been using Apollo over here. It totally depends upon your some circumstances and what are your needs of your business and of your niche. So yeah, over here as you can see I've been getting that data from Apollo to this sheet. Basically this is like a sheet where I'm filtering out this all of these things. Like I'm just putting out a filter so it's better for me, like equal to and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, it goes to this filter, and from over here I've been using scrapers. So basically what it does, like this kind of scrapers are basically this scrapers are usually like scraping data. So over here in this sheet you can see there are multiple, this is an Apollo extracted sheet. So over here in this sheet you can see there are multiple things you can go to a person, of their email, their LinkedIn profile and everything. So I've been using their website, their personal LinkedIn profile and their company LinkedIn profile to like make personalization and prospecting. So like writing one liners and everything. So I've been using all this LLM models and all the scrapers to do exactly like this portion is exactly like a prospector or an AI SDR who is just prospecting the data and getting the data and prospecting it. Okay, so basically over here you can see it's like it gets the data, it pulls out the company, it goes to the company scraper and goes to LinkedIn's company. Like if this is a CEO we are targeting of a medical company in this instance, so it goes to the company's company's data, of that what it is, we are a 10-acre ranch, it's a medical assistance company which we have been targeting. So basically it will summarize that whole company, what that company does. So over here now in the second part you can see I pinned the data because it's my last test which we have been doing, because the API costs are super high of the system. So it's not a normal level system, it's an enterprise level system. Most of the small businesses can use a variation of this system which is like less API cost, but something like this a big enterprise or a big company with some DevOps and everything can only afford. So this is not for like small businesses or mid-range businesses. This is a fully enterprise level thing. So this kind of system. So I'm just telling out my audience what it is for and what it is not for, so they all know. So basically over here you can see this is a summary of that person, like Bart of he's a CEO for of 10-acre ranch. So basically it goes to the profile of Bart. As you can see, his profile is null, so we get the null. But for for the second part, you can see Michael profile is full, so we the assistant um, give us a data of like those person of Michael. So Michael is an experienced professional and expertise in accounting, he's a CFO of that company and all of that kind of stuff. So it can help us in personalization and reaching out in the outreach process. So basically, and here is the summary. I mean, the output of basically the website which we are scraping. So some websites have like high HTTP thing, so they don't let us scrape. So whatever you can see are the websites which we are getting scraped. We can put out filters, so we only get the purified data, which we are getting it through. So you can see like all of that kind of stuff, like whatever their things are, like what they do, whatever their social media pages and everything. So it goes to a LLM model. So this LLM model is specifically designed for writing email one liners, as you can see over here. So basically this is writing the email one liners of to that person. So as you can see, this is writing to Bart, hello. Like, I mean, this is like I'm using 3.5 turbo, but for the production of that for the companies, we might use 4.2 or Claude, because 3.5 sucks for writing emails and I won't recommend my audience. This is just a test system which I'm showing it out over here to my channel and everything, to my audience. But not, this is not a production ready system, guys, please take that in mind. Okay. And so like over here, as you can see, basically this is writing like an email and one liners and like the email personalization. Okay, so yeah, till here it's done. Till here it's not a very big deal, but what I'm trying to do over here is like I'm getting that data in a sheet and everything. So you can see over here, we are getting this things, and we are pushing it out in instantly, or Salesforce or anything like that. But the company I'm doing it for, they are using Salesforce. I just give them the sheet and the sheet is pushed into the Salesforce. So yeah, basically. But it totally depends on your system and your business, like what tools you prefer, what tools you don't prefer. So basically it totally depends. I'm just showing you an example like this. We can use Instantly's API and push it out. Like I'm using the API of create a lead and push it out in over here. So suppose we are using this API, okay, and over here in this API, basically you want to put it out and make list of campaigns. So we can put it out the personalization over here, one liners. Okay, over here we can replace it like this. Damn, I know, like I'm just showing it. No, it didn't came. Yeah, you see it got replaced. I'm just showing you, it has nothing to do right now. So you can replace it out with personalization, their website, everything, each and every value you want to put out. So you can do it for multiple you can't do it for fix, because fix is going to give you one examples. But for expression, if you are using it in a workflow, use expression, guys, not fix. So because fix fucks it up. Basically, yeah. So you can push it out in campaigns using this works as an AI email SDR. Like it's basically writing bunch and thousands of email for enterprise level company and getting deals. So my so again, so this is like prompted for writing email. What we can do, go ahead a step ahead. We can even basically from over here, we can prompt out a new copy duplicate. So yeah, icebreaker generator, use the company details. So I am just showing you. Unpin and test. Yeah, you can see like the assistant got us like an SMS too. So you can see like this right here is an SMS SDR. So it gets that we can use like over here I am gonna show you like the template which we have got, yeah, for the SMS. Basically it's a template. We are using Twilio and Twilio API over here. You can just put that API over here, paste your credentials and everything connected with Twilio. You can use GoHighLevel too, but me personally I don't like GoHighLevel A2P verification process. It sucks. Twilio I prefer, that's why I'm using Twilio over here. Basically you can put out that same shit and use that same API of Twilio and push out SMS too. So see what the point I'm trying to make. You can do the very same with an AI caller. We are using, like, we have been developing AI callers of 11 labs and everything. So you can see over here, basically we can push this data out for like SDRs and everything, and basically change the way sales happens in businesses and enterprise level businesses. So this system usually like changes the way we do sales. It replaces a lot of human reduces a lot of human efforts, but and eventually evolves. So suppose if you're thinking how it evolves, basically something like this, we are using 3.5. As the GTP models evolve, like it goes to 4 and 4.2, the answers are gonna get better and the models are gonna get better, and the prompting, we can change the prompting here and there and everything. I don't know why it's breaking. I think like, oh, okay, so I've penned this data because I've penned the website crawler and it's breaking due to that. So it's nothing a deal. You can see like the responses over here, like the responses are quite normal. Just because it's penned, it's breaking, so don't mind it, guys. I'm so sorry for that. It's not broken. Okay, so basically as you can see over here, it's getting me SMSs and everything. So if you are using an 11 lap caller or an Vapi caller, you can use the same thing, do the same copy and duplicate it, and even put out that AI model to write a personalization code for the very first sentences. Hello, this is it Bart from 30 acre medical? The AI can write it. Okay, so like if I do the same thing again, duplicate it, uh, hello, like, but as a fear is behind. So you can see, you can even use like I can show you like in my video, in my upcoming videos where I'm talking about basically how you can have about the AI voice callers and everything, like AI voice agents. I can show you like how you can put out this personalization in place in the AI voice callers, but this is not the scope of this video. This video is about the AI SDRs and prospecting, mostly. So this is not the scope of videos, but as you know, if you are someone familiar with those agents, you can like give out the personalization as I've given it out, like as you can give it out in systems too. So if you go to the API, you can see over here, like this is the body over here. I'm just gonna give the expression of like put out this expression which I'm getting for SMS. Like, fuck, I didn't pin it, sorry. I'm gonna pen it. So I'm just gonna put this out as an expression, and like I'm just gonna give it out over here, like in the body, and this will and this will do the SMSs. So as you can see, like how this thing is changing sales basically. So as you can see, we can do the very same thing with an API request, like a post API request towards an AI agent, calling agent, which is gonna like generate of the first lines of talking to that person. So basically, or even scripts, basically, if you want to go for a step ahead, we can have multiple scopes behind this. So like you can see, like hello, like your expert in financial management reaching out to discuss a potential. You see, like the answers are so precise. This is like guys, this is like 3.5 GTP 3.5. Just think what you can do with Claude or 4.0 or better models. Just see the result, just see the things, like how precise it is about someone. I'm just like this is something totally revolutionary in the space. Okay, so like you can push it out through API models and everything, and like boom, you have an personal SDR agent prospecting data and reaching out to the people. Damn, this is something, I mean, which was not possible couple of years ago, but this is 2025 and we are going in the revolution quite deep. And this was the whole scope of this video which I wanted to talk to you guys about. Like you can see like how this thing changes the way we interact with business and how we do sales and marketing and everything. So yeah, this is like the end of the video. And yeah, like as I've told you earlier, like how this API, Apify and GTP enrichment changes the way we interact. And like you saw in the real time systems, how GTP personalizes this thing. Okay, and I'm just gonna be like talking about the use cases and all of these things. So this is something for an enterprise level business. I have installed this, but I can't enclose this which companies I'm working for. Like there's a big enterprise level companies who are using this sort of system. And you know me, like I'm not trying to lie or make money through this. I'm just being very real and very upfront with this kind of thing. I'm just trying to pass out the value what I'm doing currently with this AI SDR systems. And like I've been working with them, I've cracked deals with them, and like just can't disclose the name and like any proof right now because I don't want to. But they have been getting they have been getting results using this, and they are like interested in evolving this system. This is not something like fully proven, like it will get you 100 sales call each month, not something like this. This is a new system, something very new in the market, and we are installing it on only businesses who are able to afford something like this, because something like this will have a huge API cost. This is like just a test system. I'm already spending a bit of money, some good amount of money for this test. So just think, if we use 4.0, this is I'm just using in 3.5 turbo GTP. Just think about that. If you use an API model like 4.2 or a AI agent of Claude or anything like that, it's gonna go out the roof. Okay, this is like my own N8N model, not some cloud hosted or anything like that for any business. This is just me showing the AI SDR system. So basically, yeah. So how it personalizes is per lead. Like suppose if there is an SDR who needs to personalize this, he might have to go to his website, everything in detail, one by one. But this changes everything. He doesn't need to go there. The AI and LLM model does this. He doesn't need to call those people manually. It automatically calls, and one agent can call up to 100 people at once, because that's an agent. So suppose you're hiring an SDR who is just calling people. He can only take one call at a minute, maybe 500 calls a day. But a AI agent changes the way. It can take 500 calls in minutes. In 1 minute it can call 500 people. It changes the way we interact with business. Yeah, basically. and like like it's available 24 into 7 and everything. So yeah, I just showed you the system, and it has unlimited possibilities. Basically you can like put out sequences, whether you want SMS first, this first, that first. So a use case scenario, like if you are in real estate people mostly prefer to do calls. And if you are in a in a sophisticated business, something in offices and all of that kind of stuff, where emails work the best, so you want to email that person, SMS that person, maybe then if you see some interest, you want to call that person. You can set out systems according to your specific needs and requirements. I'm not that guy who is going to tell what systems we need. Like I'm not that expert or anything like that in the fields. There are many more qualified people who know more than me in sales and everything. I'm just putting out the system, guys. Please don't try to label or something like that. I'm claiming some shit like that, but I'm just trying to make a point over here. What, and my point you can see, like I have shown you in the system what point I'm trying to make. So yeah, basically thank you everyone, and next videos I will be coming up with more interesting AI systems in NA10, and I've been closely following the space, and I will even come up maybe with an MCP based and vibe coding based systems which we have been developing and working on. Thank you so much, have a great day ahead, and thank you for being my audience. And please make sure to hit the subscribe button, because I have very low subscribers. I want some more subscribers. Thank you.